Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back once again to talk to you about how to land an American client, especially if you're a Filipino virtual assistant. If you want to work with American business owners, entrepreneurs, small business owners, coaches, speakers, trainers, experts in their field as they're trying to get their message out and grow their business, here's some things that you need to be able to do within a Facebook group. So you should be part of Facebook groups, right? You should be looking for jobs in Facebook groups by joining the groups of the people that you want to work for are in. So say, for example, you want to be a real estate virtual assistant. You have a specialization, a skill set. You like to do outbound calls. You like to do bookings and appointment setting. You understand a little bit about the American real estate market and you want to find more clients. You should be joining Facebook groups that cater to that type of business owner or real estate agents or whatever it may be. Plus, you should look at geographic locations, not just real estate, but the local communities that you want to do business in. If you think you can be a good real estate agent VA for a real estate in a place like Los Angeles, then join Los Angeles groups, especially ones that are full of moms and people that post a lot about buying things and shopping and school and that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be always full of women, but that's predominantly the ones that post on Facebook about things like what's a great neighborhood to live in, how's the school system. You want to pay attention to these kind of things too, because if you're helping your real estate agent as a virtual assistant, you want to really understand demographics. So let me give you these 5 tips. Number 1, as I started to talk about, is know your audience. So if you want to work for X type of business in X type of industry, then you want to understand who the clients are, who the customers are in that industry. As another example, say you want to work for a women's empowerment coach, someone who does coaching and public speaking on women's empowerment issues. Well, where do they speak? Where are opportunities for women's empowerment coaches to speak? Well, universities, charities, community organizations. So you want to be in groups like that. You want to get for your client once you have a client, but to find a client, as well as to understand how to sell the client, you need to be in these groups. So know the audience that you need to target. Number 2, use catchy graphics and quick videos. Post things of you doing something, saying something, talking about something that has a good picture of you, of what you're doing, why you're helping people, what empowers you, what inspires you, what motivates you, things like that. Quick, short videos about, hey, today I'm going to spend an hour learning more about the real estate market in Los Angeles because I think it's awesome. And someday I want to live in LA and I want to go to Disneyland. So that's why I want to help real estate agents in Los Angeles. Quick video like that, boom, done. Something that gets people's attention, that shows who you are, introduces yourself, introduces your why. Why are you a virtual assistant? Why do you want to work with clients in this industry, in this niche? Do that with catchy graphics and videos in these Facebook groups. Number 3, map out a decision tree, right? If certain things happen, what's your response going to be? If you're posting for clients and you want to, get them more business, you'll have a decision tree. If the potential client wants to do this, then I should do this. If the potential customer says they can spend this much or they have this much interest, you do this, right? So you have a decision tree. If then, a FAQ, whatever you want to call it, think of one for yourself. What are the things that you need to map out to be able to find the right job, keep the right job, and make your employer successful? They're all similar, right? They all start with like if-then kind of stuff. So take a few minutes and jot down a couple ideas of what you want to do on these Facebook groups that drive action, which brings us to point number 4, highlight the problem and the solution. Now, to a small business owner, an entrepreneur, a coach looking for a VA, you are the solution to their problem, but you need to figure out their problem so you can offer a specific solution. So pay attention to what they're posting. When you see someone post a job for a virtual assistant, hey, I need a virtual assistant. Go look at their profile. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they do for business. Look at the things they post. Get a sense of how you can solve some problem they have. That's so much more effective than just shooting them your resume and hoping you get lucky. Problem solving. That's what it's all about, right? So the other thing is when you get your client, you start looking to attract more people for your clients. You want clients for your client. If that's what you're doing, if you're out there looking for speaking gigs, if you're out there trying to sell real estate, whatever it may be, you always, again, want to look at people's situation before you make an offer to them. Before you try to sell something, you figure out the problem and you sell the solution. You're not selling anything but a solution. That's what people buy. Something that makes their life better, enriches their lives, takes away their pain, does something they can't do or don't want to do. That's why people hire VAs, to solve those kind of problems. Same thing for why people are going to hire your client. So I know I'm going on two sides of this. Hopefully it's not too confusing. You want to be thinking about how you post as a virtual assistant in Facebook groups to land customers, but it's the same thing you're going to do to help your customers land customers once you're hired. So they go hand in hand. All right, last tip for today, number 5. Always call for direct action. When you post things, have some call to action. It could be subtle, like a link to your YouTube channel, or a link to your blog, or a link to your Facebook business page. Not calling out that they have to do something, but giving them an option to get more, to consume more about you. In case where you're looking for a job, call that out. If you're looking for a job, say, this is what I can do, this is what I want to do, this is how I do it, this is how you get a hold of me. Calls to action. Don't just post saying I want a job. Say, hey, I'm looking for a job in this industry, these are my skills. Add something that gives people a reason to click back on your thing. So you're setting them up so they take action. Again, everything you post on social media, especially in Facebook groups, should either be all about action or subtly give people an option to take action. You want to think these things through, right? So know the audience of the Facebook groups you're part of. Use catchy graphics and videos. Have an idea of how you're going to respond to whatever people ask, engage, share, like, comment, follow, whatever. Be ready for it. Number 4, you always want to be offering solutions to problems. And the last thing, again, is always take direct action, or a call for your people that are viewing or liking or sharing or commenting what you post to take action. If you do these 5 things, you will be much more successful in using Facebook groups to, number 1, find clients. And once you find a client, number 2, find clients for your client. That's how you do it. So I hope these tips helped. I'll be dropping more of these videos. This is a series of videos on how to land an American client for Filipino virtual assistants. You can drop a comment below if you have any suggestions or feedback. I'm easy to find on social media. Just look for Dan Meyer, the Mighty D1. You can find me on IG, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. Get out there and connect with me. I'll be happy to help get you started on your path to find a lot of American clients to help, because we need your help. There is a huge opportunity right now. The time is now to be a Filipino VA looking to work with American clients. Thanks for your time. Now go out there and have an awesome day.